Welcome to our World Music project about Polish music. First, to understand the music, let's take a trip to Poland and learn a little more about the history.
The traditional style of Polish music is folk music, which is also considered classical. Folk music was collected in the 19th century by Oskar Kohlberg as a part of a wave of Polish national revival. However, a lot of Polish folk music was destroyed or stolen during the Nazi occupation. Polish folk music is used as Polish dance music. A lot of times it's used at festivals. The Polonaise and Mazur dance music were made popular by Chopin. The Polonaise is one of Poland's 5 national dances, and learning this dance is part of the high school curriculum. Polish music is also used during performances in the streets. Krakowiak is a fast, syncopated Polish dance. It is known to imitate horses through the choreography. Horses were well loved for their civilian and also military uses. Along with the Polonaise and Mazur, the Krakowiak signals a romantic sense of sympathy towards the oppressed nation. The band follows the melody of the song, while the verses are sung and played in alteration, and couples circulate throughout the verses. Here are some examples of the Polonaise and Krakowiak music.
When talking about traditional Polish folk music, the name Frédéric Chopin comes up a lot. This famous French composer was raised in a small province in Poland known as Mazovia. Growing up in that small town where he was born and raised, there was lots of Polish influence on his music. At the time when he was raised, nationalism was also on the rise, and so there was lots of motivation in Poland to bring up their own unique identity as opposed to joining an international conglomeration of music. Specifically, Chopin wrote lots of polonaises and mazurkas, both of which are based off of traditional Polish folk dances. Through his work, he was also able to popularize both of these dances. Both of the pieces are featured in triple meter, which means that they have 3 beats per measure. While Chopin wrote lots of polonaises, he was not the first to write it, and by the time he began writing it, there were already many polonaises out at the time. However, when he started writing mazurkas, he was the very first to do so and was able to revolutionize the entire world on how mazurkas were written. However, people criticized him for this because they said it sounded strange. However, he ended up using a lot of traditional Polish folk music that included syncopated rhythm and used church modes like Lydian instead of the traditional major and minor modes that were found in the Western music.
After studying more about the history of Polish music, we wanted to see how it was still alive in St. Louis today. We went to the Polish Festival in St. Louis and spoke with a lot of Polish immigrants that moved to the United States when they were children or teenagers. During the festival, we tried traditional Polish food, which includes pierogies, kraut, and Polish hot dogs. There were also a lot of traditional Polish desserts, such as trzciki and kolaczki. Polish music was played throughout the festival, and later that day, Polish dancers performed their traditional Polish dance. We then interviewed people in the festival about Polish music and how it was still alive in St. Louis today. Many stated that there are various festivals in St. Louis that depict Polish culture and music. There is also a church that is entirely in Polish that many of them attend. They all agreed that many immigrants came from Poland, so it is easy to find other Polish natives. Here are two Polish natives that talk a little more about what they think what Polish music is and how it is still alive in St. Louis today.
Just Polish music like the
So how about, when you hear the term Polish music, what do you immediately think of or go to?
Well, I think about, like what we do at church, and also then I think about Chopin and some of the,
Chopin.
Polish music. And then, like I said, our music here, there's, I would say songs that have just been, remember from forever. We still do the Polish anthem.
The Polish anthem. So do you think that you've kept like a lot of Polish traditions alive in St. Louis while living here?
I think so. I think not as much now as we did, years ago. We usually have the dancers and everything, so that's kind of gone by the wayside. But yeah, I think the Polish Culture Society has kept a lot of it alive. They have their Polish Culture Ball, which they do the Polonaise dance and some of the other things that are traditional.
Oh, okay. So you have a dance every year?
They have a dance every year.
Okay.
Yes.
When somebody says the term Polish music, what do you immediately think of?
Chopin, Frederick Chopin.
Chopin? So
Yes.
like classical side?
Classical, without a doubt. And there's some more modern Polish music, and there certainly is polka music, but that's a totally different genre,
Yeah.
But traditional Polish music is really based in Frederick Chopin.
Oh, okay. So how do you think in St. Louis, do you think there's a lot of Polish culture? Do you think there's not enough?
I think there is Polish culture. There's a great deal. There's the Polish Falcons. We have Polish American Cultural Society. There's the Polish National Alliance. There's the Polish Cadets. We have the Polish Church, St. Agnes. So we have a lot of people who have immigrated here to the U.S. and established themselves.
Okay, that's awesome.